My name is Oliver Thiel. I'm an associate professor at Green Moors University College for early childhood education, and I'm teaching early childhood mathematics. And I'm the leader of the project ViduKids. I was in a group with very young children, 2 to 3 year olds, and I was amazed how capable they are to manage to master the technology. So it was the children were playing with different things, and one child at a time used the camera to do a short stop-motion video. And it was no problem for them to take the pictures. And of course, the teacher explained to them how to do it and how to move the objects. But it was quite interesting to see how capable they are. So the very young ones just added more and more objects, toy cars, or maybe a more mathematical task was to build something with wooden bricks. And that was quite interesting as well when it comes to the mathematics, because the child experienced that it is easy to put cuboids on top of each other. But when you have a triangular prism, then you cannot put something on the top, and that child experienced that everything was tumbling down when he tried it. I think I saw all the mathematical topics. There was a lot of counting, so adding one by one object that is related to the number concepts, counting. Then there is spatial relationships, putting things on top of each other, for example. Then there are the shapes and the different features that the shapes have. For example, that the cuboid is flat on the top, but the prism is pointy, and therefore you cannot put something on the top. And there's as well the measuring, so that you compare different sizes. Yeah, that are the most obvious mathematical topics. I think that is a very important point, because now we have seen here a lot of that the children experience and learn how to use the stop-motion app and produce videos with it. And then when they master the technology, then we can add on the mathematics. Of course, there's already a lot of mathematics involved in understanding how the app is working, and how stop motion is working, because you have a lot of still pictures that become like a moving picture afterwards. So you have to understand that every picture is shown for a certain amount of time, and how many pictures do you have per second, and that the number of pictures per second has an impact on how the movement will look, if it is like some stepwise, or if it's more a floating movement. And after you master the technology, then you can use it to even more mathematical problem solving, for example. So we experienced that using video is quite beneficial in problem solving, because then the children have to reflect on the problem solving process several times. The first time when they solve the problem, and then when they think about how to present the problem and the solution in the video, and then after they made the stop motion video, they have to add sound, and that is often that they explain how they solve the problem. So that's the third time reflection on the problem solving process, and the last time is when all the children watch the video together and talk about the solution. We have seen that the children master the technology, shows that they have quite already some experience with using smartphones. But I think the the less beneficial or maybe even negative effect of using smart technology is that you just consume something on the screen, and maybe some even use the screen as a babysitter. But we use the screen in a more creative way. And I think especially for mathematics learning, to use tangibles and that the children are active and make active their own explorations and experience the mathematical concepts and relations actively. That is important, and the video, using the video in a creative way that supports it. And then they are not consumers, they are creators, and that is a totally different way of using the technology.